Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back. This video is about contextual interpretations. We will talk about the factors, the key elements that can affect the interpretation of meaning. Or contextual interpretation. Contextual interpretation. Contextual interpretation refers to process of understanding and making sense of information based on the content in which it is presented. This involves considering the surrounding circumstances, background information, and the broader setting to comprehend the meaning of a word, phrase, sentence, or a passage. The context plays a crucial role in shaping the interpretation of language, as the meaning of words and expressions can vary depending on the context in which they are used. So this is understanding the meaning of a particular text. Sometimes we are reading text or we try to understand the meanings of words or phrases, clauses. They are misunderstood or miscommunicated. So what are the factors that affect meanings? We will discuss this in this video. The number one is language context. Consider the word and phrases surrounding in the target word or expression. The immediate linguistic context provides clues to the intending meanings. So particular words have particular meaning in particular text. So what context they are used in? Considering this context would help the meanings. For example, bat. What is meant by bat? You would have to understand whether it's talk about a match is being played and the player has a bat in his hand, or bat is flying in the air, or bat is sitting in the tree. So what does it mean? The context will tell its meaning. Another one is cultural context. Understand the cultural background and context in which the communication is taking place. Certain words or expressions may carry cultural connotations that influence their interpretations. Different words have different links in the context or cultures. They have a different meaning in the culture. And to understand those meanings, you have to focus on the culture. For example, breaking bread. What does it mean? Breaking mean eating, but in British context, it means sharing your meal or bread with others. So again, depend on culture on to which these things belong. Another aspect that affect the meanings is historical context. Considering or understanding the meanings, take into account the historical background or event that might affect meaning of information. Historical context helps in understanding references and allusions. Some particular text, phrases, or words have some historical background. Unless you understand that historical background, it's difficult to understand the meanings of particular word. For example, I have a dream, but do you understand it? It is your own dream? No. This refers to the particular speech. Social context. Consider the social setting, including the relationship between individuals, societal norms, expectations. Social context shapes the way language is used and interpreted. So, what context, social context, it has been used? If you take example of Guluism, now it has been used in dictionary. What is meant by Guluism? You will have to go back a particular event, social context when this event happened. So, for example, another example, see me in my office. If boss says to his employee, see me in his office, what does it mean? Has the employee done something wrong and is going to be praised for a particular job, or is really done something good and the boss wants to appreciate it? Or is there any idea that boss want to discuss with the person, particular person, or it's an informal chatting as a friend. So what does it mean? It depends on the context, social context. Next one is textual context. Examine the broader context within text, such as genre, purpose, and overall structure. Understanding the textual text goal helps in understanding or interpreting the individual's components. You need to evaluate or consider text where the particular word, phrase, or text has been used so that you have a clear meaning. For example, he held a red herring in his hand. What does it mean? Generally, red herring means an idea or clue that may mislead. But what is meant by this one? It is used as literally some as a metaphor or some other in some other literal meanings. So you have to focus on particular textual context. Next thing or aspect that affect the meanings is discourse. Discourse basically linking text with that context. So analyzing a flow of conversation or a written discourse to discern the meanings of a specific elements, how ideas are connected, how language is used, can provide valuable insights. For example, there are two friends who are talking with each other. One says, I'm starving. What does it mean? Link it with the other one. There is a restaurant nearby. So one is saying that he is hungry. So second is suggesting, so there is a restaurant. We may have a lunch, dinner, or breakfast somewhere. So how these things are linked with the context or some particular event. So this is called discourse analysis. Next one is pragmatic consideration. Pragmatic mean basically contextual meaning. One is literary meanings and one is pragmatical or contextual meanings. Pragmatics deals with the study of language used in context. Consider the speaker's intentions, implied meanings, and effect of communication on the listener. So you have to take context, pragmatical meanings, not as a textual meanings. For example, if someone says, may I have a glass of water? Is it a question? Or may I know your name? Or a student says, may I come in, sir? So may I come in, sir? Answer is yes or no. But here is a question? No, it's a request. It's a polite request in a polite way. The person wants water. So this is a pragmatical use of text. Non-verbal cues. Pay attention to non-verbal cues such as body language, tone of a person, tone of the voice, or facial expressions. These cues can provide additional information that complements the spoken or written words. For example, I'm fine. Imagine you are in a rushy place and you smash someone's foot. You have wearing heavy shoes and you overstep someone's foot and the person is about to cry, but you say sorry. The other person says, okay, I'm fine. But if you look at his or her expressions, the pain, the feeling of pain or agony or anger can be read clearly on his expressions. But he's saying, I'm fine. Is it fine? Do you think he or she is really fine? So these non-verbal cues, facial expressions, body language, or is a sudden reaction, or sudden may give you clear understanding or meanings, information. So we have discussed various aspects or factors that may affect the meanings. Contextual interpretation is essential for accurate communication, and it helps prevent misunderstanding and ensures that the intended meaning is conveyed. It requires considering multiple layers of context to drive a comprehensive understanding of the information presented in particular text. So I hope you have understood how the different various situations or contexts affect the meanings. If you have any questions, please feel free to write in the comment box. If you like the video, please share it. And if you have questions or if you don't like it, anything, please comment in the box. Thank you. Take care.